Hey guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip, and that's me, not you. How you doing? How you doing? So it's Friday morning at 5 o'clock. It's not 5. I'm not gonna tell you what time it is. Why? Why? Guys, listen, I was listening to Barb, straight out of context, Barb, who's been covering a little bit more than Gypsy Rose, and that's cool because I was covering the Charlie Kirk thing too. It's nice for us to cover other things. In my opinion, I just don't want to be stuck on one thing. You guys have said, some of you have said, I'm so sick of hearing about Gypsy. I'm sick of talking about her sometimes. But then a lot of you still want to know what about this fascinating anomaly, abnormality of the world in which we live in, which one of those specimens is Gypsy Rose Blanchard. I do, however, don't think it's in my best interest to be calling her Gypsy whore, which is what I've done, and I don't want to do that anymore because you know what? Who knows what she is or what she does or what motivates her? But let's be honest. I mean, seriously, if Gypsy didn't think that there was a problem with what she did to her mother, she would have said it when she was getting off parole or when she was getting on parole. She would have said it to the officers. She would have worn it proud. You see how she wears her Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders outfit proudly, right? You see the difference, right? The truth and the lie. And it goes deeper with Gypsy. It's not just for looks. It's not just for it's not just to sell yourself out there, the pretty face. I've always wondered, you go ahead and you put all these filters on yourselves. I'm not just talking about Gypsy, I'm talking about everybody. You go ahead and you put all these filters on yourselves, and then you go and meet somebody. And like, what do you do then? I'm just asking, like, what do you seriously like? What do you do? Well, I love my filter at home. I'm serious, guys. Gypsy, the problem is, that unaliving your mom was wrong because you've said it and then you've changed your mind about it. And I can understand having a difficult relationship with your mom and how lines are blurred, but there's out and out lies that are just untrue. And you say, Toddy, how the fuck do you know? Well, Gypsy, because your story has changed so many times that not everything can be true. Is that fair? Is that fair? Guys, have you seen there is an avatar, I guess, of me and supposedly me and Sheena. Biggin, you got some pounds on me, babe. We ain't looking the same. We ain't looking the same. We ain't looking the same. And you could be the last woman on earth. I wouldn't touch you with the 10-foot pole. Wouldn't touch you with the 10-foot pole. You just panini pressed. Wouldn't touch you with the 10-foot pole. Wouldn't touch you. But if you want to put an avatar up there, hey, why don't you make us look our very best? Why don't you bring us back to prom days? You do that. No, I didn't know her at prom days, but why make us both look terrible? Oh, that's your, maybe that's just you. Anyway, guys, you should check out that avatar. It didn't take much for Sheena to get that way, but it took an awful lot of work for me to get that way. I know that because, yeah, there's a scale in my home. Anyway, guys, now I want to get back to serious topic. Pixie! Ryan Anderson. Now, Ryan, he put up some noise. He says it himself. He admits himself how he honestly feels because of this woman that he fascinated on, fixated on, married because he looked good on paper. And he's still not believing that. I think he's getting closer, but yeah, he's still out here in La La Land. And yeah, when I say La La Land, I don't mean like California Dreamland. I mean like Louisiana La La Land, where just on the bayou. But he's not on the bayou, right? He's in Lake Charles. I think he's in Lake Charles. That man's life has changed all because of Gypsy. Ken's life, everybody's life has changed because of Gypsy. And I can understand that they knew what they were getting into. And if they didn't, they knew 5 minutes later what they were getting into. And I don't think that that's the problem, as far as the noise that's going on around them, because to shut off that noise, you just live a quiet life. That makes sense. I mean, if you don't want noise, look at the Laundry Family, right? When Brian unalived Gabby Petito, and Brian Laundry went home. You remember how quiet the Laundry Family was? And they had a shitload of people on their lawn and stuff. That's quiet. That's how you don't talk about people, don't know about people. But Gypsy, she didn't behave in that way. Gypsy wanted to get out and live her life on social media and fool the whole world into thinking that she's some sort of hero and a survivor. No, you're a manipulator. You're a master manipulator when it comes to Nick. I'm just going to fixate right there a second. When you manipulated Nick to unalive your mom, only to later say, I wish I would have went to the police. Nick tried to get you to go to the police, and you never say that. As a matter of fact, when you and Ryan went to the Vile Files, I wish that they would change that shit up on the Vile Files and, like call her out. Do a part 3 and call the bitch out already. But when you were talking about that, you had sat there with a straight ass look on your face and said, well, if he would have done the right thing, he would have went to the police. He tried to do everything but what he finally admitted to doing. And that took 2 years. And you take no accountability. I know you say you do because you went and you spoke for him, but you took no accountability. You don't take it here. It's like that didn't happen. It's like the letters of convincing. He wanted to do it. Where did he want to do it? That he is such a fucking brilliant actor, Gypsy. I mean, he's got to be the best actor on the planet. Clearly, you're not, but he must be the best actor on the planet. He didn't want to do it. The whole time the guy was with you, basically, he couldn't even get an erection. What does that say about you? I mean, and what does that say about the two guys that knock Nick? What does that say, Ryan? What does that say about you? That he couldn't even do it with her because there was something about her that did not turn him on. And Nick, he knew better than Ken. But we know that Gypsy had shared, she likes it rough. For whatever reason, she likes it rough. And I don't think that Nick really had it in him to do it. And I'm not sure that Ryan, he might smack the behind a little bit, smack that ass. Isn't that what he said? Yeah. Gypsy, Gypsy, Gypsy. The whole truth and nothing but the truth. Kind of like this costume. Only if you believe it. And you got a bunch of people that believe your shit. And they say they use critical thinking, but they don't. Do you do any research? Any research? Or are you just believing every story she tells? And when she tells every story, you're amazing at finding excuses. She's better than your lawyer. Your friend Bree is better than your lawyer. She is the best PR you got. I hope you're paying her. She is the best PR you have, Gypsy Rose. You better be paying her. We saw, who was it? Ivory Rose grows louder, or whatever the hell she's calling herself. You guys think she's been working with them since day one? You think when she was fake crying about how she lost her job, or people went to her house and all that shit. Her rage when she drove to Christie's to show it was only 15 or 5 minutes away, whatever it was. Remember all that? You know, I understand that there's content creators. You don't know who to get your information from. The ones that have been consistent. You know what I mean? The ones that have been consistent, telling you the same story and pointing out the errors of these people's ways, I would think, yeah. Guys, it's all really about entertainment anymore. I mean, there's people looking into the case again and again and again. I don't know what more they can find. I'm sure there's stuff to be found. I think it'll be people like Becca Scoops, who talks more about, you know, the facts and stuff. Though she gets some snarkies in there. Good for her. You know, we're all getting snarkies in there because it's just screaming for us to, you know, have our poke at fun there. Simply because if we don't speak up each time Gypsy lies, it's like she thinks she got away with it. No, we have to call her out on her lies. Otherwise, she's going to live in that fucking bubble with those minions of hers and keep convincing herself that what she did was okay. And she didn't. She had so many other options. Like, one, walk away. Just walk away. Walk away. Walk away. Let's hear what Ryan has to say, because I think he brought something to the table. And what stepmom Christy has to say. She looks a little different these days, Christy, I got to say. It looks like, did she have any work? She might have had a little bit of work done. Anyway, let's check out some of this stuff. Let's check it out, baby. Now, check it out, baby. Hold on. Hold on. We want na 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 na. There we go. So here's Ryan Anderson, and here's to you, Ryan Anderson.
That's when, like, yeah, I'd be in deep thought, and yeah, it definitely hurt for a while. You know,
somebody was asking, how does he feel about being left with Pixie? And did he feel like basically how's it feel to be left with a dog by the person that you got the dog for, and her leaving you with the dog? And he admits to, you know, almost rehoming the dog, which of course Gypsy said, remember, Gypsy's ridiculousness of, our kid, you fucking walked out on your, are you writing letters? Is she sending paw prints to the child? You know, Pixie, did you open your mama's mail? Red, yes, blue, no. Hold on.
I almost gave Pixie away at one point. Like, I couldn't
do
it. And I had a family lined up for Pixie, and then I realized, you know, Gypsy gave me shit about it. She was like, would you get rid of our kid?
Gypsy gave me shit about it. What, you getting rid of our kid? Oh, Ryan, you know, was it guilt that made you hang on to Pixie, or was it the fact that you thought it would bring Gypsy back? That's the question.
Yeah, and I was like, it's not the same. And then I thought about it more, and I was like, I'm going to keep Pixie just because
it's the right thing to do.
I love the dog. And
do you love her? We know you love her now, Ryan. I don't doubt that you love Pixie now. I really think you do love her. And you guys are a team. That's Team Ryan right there. Pixie and Ryan. Pixie! I'm going to get your jersey that says Team Ryan.
So,
red, yes, blue,
I kept her, and I'm glad I kept her, because Pixie's the best.
He's the best.
And so...
And it's all, hey, let's face it, man. It's good that you're walking too. I mean, at least you got to get out at least 3 times a day to walk her, right? Or twice a day. I don't know how many times he walks her, but it's a good thing. Listen, it's a good thing walking your dogs. It is. It's a good thing. It's a good exercise. It's good bonding time. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it bummed me out for a while. You know, like I was like, oh,
you're still bummed out, buddy. Come on, it's okay.
Oh, maybe I should change her name.
Yeah, because that would change the scenario, the situation.
You know, but you know something, it's not Pixie's fault.
It's not Pixie's fault. She was sitting there all by herself. We know, we saw. That was on the television show. That Gypsy talked you into getting the dog. I really think she talked you into getting the dog so that she could leave you guilt-free. But then I don't know how she gets away with unaliving her mom and lives with that guilt. She finds a way. She finds a way. These people need to sponsor me.
And Pixie's been a blessing. I'm not gonna lie, Pixie's been a blessing.
She has been a blessing to you. I would agree with that. The best thing Gypsy did was get you that dog. Well, even though you paid for it, buddy, that was the best thing.
You know, well, I wasn't alone.
That's right. That's right. Team Ryan, you and Pix.
You know, because she really left me alone.
Well, yes, that's what happens when you get a divorce. You don't live together anymore. You kind of separate. You stop talking to each other. I know you figured you'd talk to her for the rest of your life. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. And it's the best thing for you, Ryan. Team Ryan. That's the best thing.
Like, you have no idea when the show started. You know, what's crazy was we were talking all the way up until when the show started in June of that year.
Yeah, because she wanted you to say nice things about her on the show, yo. Don't you think so? Or no? Wait. Are you replaying this again like a football game to see how you would have played it different, even though you don't get the chance to do that, Ryan? Pixie! Red, yes, blue, no.
Like we were talking, and then Ken moved down. Right when the show started, Ken moved down miraculously. That's when he decided to move.
That was a miracle? His move was a miracle? I'm still in upstate New York. How did he do that? It's a miracle, miracle. Miracles come true.
And then I didn't exist anymore. So
now I want you to think about that. I just want you to think about that for a second. When did that take you this long to figure that out? I thought you were a little bit quicker on the uptake there. Come on, Mr. Anderson.
It broke me.
Everything breaks you. You're not a broken man. You're not broken. Stop it. Don't give her that. What's wrong with you? Do not give her that.
Broke me. That was broken before, but that really, like, the show started.
I told you it was broken before.
All the attention started, and I remember going to LA to do press, and I remember, like, because me and Gypsy would talk on Instagram and shit like that, yep. And we would still have phone calls and stuff, but right. Yeah, when Ken moved down, it was like she blocked me on Instagram. She was like, sorry, I gotta block you. And I remember doing an interview for Entertainment Tonight and just like trying to process that, just got blocked. And
well, let's ask ourselves, sir, would you have liked her to block Ken when you were together? Hell yes, right, Ryan? Let's take a poll. Red, yes, blue, no. Yes, you would have. You would have wanted her to block this man. You wanted to put her into a little box and put that little box into a bigger box and put that bigger box into a bigger box and then put that little bigger box into a bigger box and then put the little bigger box into a bigger box and just go little bigger box into a bigger box. And the reason why you wanted to do that was because you knew that you couldn't trust her. And that was all her, Ryan. You knew you couldn't trust her even the day you married her because she told you 2 weeks before the wedding, is it all right if I reach out to Ken? I just want to make sure. And then you guys had an annulment. She wanted an annulment. They didn't have one, but she wanted an annulment like 2 weeks after. How could you have ever felt secure in this marriage, Ryan? I'm just asking, like, how were you supposed to live your life forever, to leave to go to work for 8 hours a day and not know that you didn't trust her not to text other people. You didn't trust her not to call other people, and you didn't trust her not to see other people. You already saw that. And as clever and as smart as you think you are, you thought what? That a wedding band was going to change that, or a declaration to God was going to change that for Gypsy Rose? Seriously? You thought that was going to... Wow.
Here I am doing press, and I was like, I could tell the world you're pregnant. Like, I think I even said that. I was like, fuck it, why am I holding a secret for you? Like, I was like, why am I doing it? I was like, I'll hold it just because you trust me.
So see, he knew she was pregnant and he could have told the world, but she trusted him. She trusted him. And remember what happened after that when she told the world that he was on M? Yeah. Hmm. Mm-mm-mm. You did do the right thing, Ryan. And, I commend you for that. But then go on with your life and talk about sports and stop like spilling a little bit of tea as you're walking into the living room or walking Pixie or whatever.
Everything, but I was so mad, but I kept it together and did the right thing because that's what I do. So
I know, so it sucks to do the right thing sometimes because a lot of people don't recognize it, and I get it, my friend. But then you hit a wall, and it's like you want to walk through it because you're sick of doing the right thing, sick of being used, your kindness for weakness. We get it, we see it, we know. But you know what, Gypsy, at least the guy she married, or the guy she's with, that makes sense. It's not like he's 80 or something. And I don't think he's sick and dying of anything, right? I mean, she's marrying him for love, not for money, right?
that's what I do. I'm loyal to a fault. Like I said, loyal to a fault. That's all the tea y'all gonna get tonight.
That's it. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? He gives a little bit out at a time. And I think it's for money now. And that's all right, because why shouldn't he? Why shouldn't he make money? I mean, he was made a fool. Absolutely. Why shouldn't he make money? I think you should make money, my friend. Make all the money you need to make. You're doing this legally. That's all right. That's all right. You're doing it. But I wish you'd talk about sports too. Like, pivot a little bit. At least talk more. You could. It's sports. I mean, NFL. There's games on all the time. You could do, Ryan, take my please try. Because Gypsy's going to be old news at some point, my friend, and you're not going to be able to make a living. So I really think that do your sports thing and the Gypsy thing. Do 2 lives. You could do it. You're not working right now, and that's not a dig, but you could do it. And you could build up your sports thing while you're doing the Gypsy thing. That's what you should do, buddy. I'm telling you as a friend. Let's listen to more. And I'm not your friend, but I mean, I am telling you seriously because I think you should. Okay.
All the tea y'all.
All right. Oops. So here we go. I want you to see. I want you to see something here now. Apparently, Christy Blanchard had a birthday recently, and I heard she can't stand Bree, but Bree was at her party. So was Biggin, and everybody in Gypsy's world basically was at Christy's party. So I don't know what was up with that. Excuse me, Christy didn't seem very happy to be there, almost looking foolish. But I gotta tell you, it looks like she had a little bit of work done, right? Look at her. Like, it looks like there's something different about her. Isn't it? Let's see what she has to say.
If you don't like me, that's not my problem. It's yours.
Well, why make a video about it? It kind of must be a little bit of your problem. I mean, you're making it your problem because ignore it or make a joke at it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, somebody's going to grab this about my hair. Look, see? People are going to do that shit about my hair. Just embrace it. Embrace who you are. But listen, Christy, I get it because it's not you, Christy, that wasn't shown in the best light. It's your husband's behavior and Gypsy's behavior that wasn't shown in the best light. You did all right. You did all right, Christy Blanchard. But I'd take your dignity, I would take your dignity. Yes, I said that. And your dollars. Keep the house and kick the man out. You're a pretty woman. You can get somebody. I heard Sheena's looking for somebody. Guys, this is Issues with Toddy One Skip. And you're not. And I really appreciate you guys. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you. Have a wonderful day, guys. Thank you so much.
If you want something good to eat, come on down to Earl's Choke Chicken, where if you can kill it, he can grill it. There ain't no need to be hungry or thirsty down there at the food truck by the titty bar on South Street. Just slide on by and let Earl choke your chicken for you before you head on home to your missus. Damn it, Earlene, that don't sound right now. I'm gonna tell you what, and just 'cause he's your brother don't mean he knows how to cook. Hell, none of that mess is even chicken over there. Yep, tell Arlette to fix me up a box of them squirrel feet for that baby. Shit.
Be better today than you were yesterday, not half as good as you'll be mañana.